Hey, CoverGirls. Let's be simply ageless.
With America's #1 anti-aging foundation and the Triple Action Concealer to conceal, depuff, and care. And try Simply Ageless Lash Plumping Mascara.
Simply ageless from CoverGirl.
Aptamil may be new to you, but we're not new. For decades, parents feeding with formula have trusted us, making Aptamil the #1 formula brand in Europe today. And now, we're here for you.
It's a taste of fall, a day not to miss.
Werther's Original Caramels. Discover the original fall flavor.
Big storm or clear skies, you need to be prepared for whatever is out your door. That's why WKYT First Alert Weather is alerting you first. Every weekday on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air. Follow your favorite CW shows by liking the CW Lexington on Facebook. Follow your favorite CW shows by liking the CW Lexington on Facebook.
Now 6:30, WKYT News on the CW Lexington. A Lexington daycare is closed and 3 employees are now facing criminal abuse charges. What's next for parents? A community in mourning after the death of a local high school student, how that school is helping students grieve. And you'll meet this year's Lexington Junior Fire Chief on WKYT News at 6:30. That starts right now.
This is WKYT News on the CW Lexington.
Good evening. I'm Bill Bryant. Thank you for being with us local on the CW Lexington as the news continues this evening. Another chilly start to the day out there. It eventually, though, turned into a very sunny and warm afternoon. Will you need that jacket tonight? Well, let's check in with Chris. Here's your forecast.
Yeah, temperatures this afternoon, 70 to 75, a little above normal. It's not going to be quite as cold tonight, but now that the sun is setting, yeah, short answer to Bill's question, you will need those jackets yet again. We'll drop it through the 50s fairly quickly. Live view toward downtown Lexington, where those fall colors, you can see some of those at the bottom of the screen. And boy, we're losing daylight very, very quickly now. Those sunsets getting earlier and earlier. Radar picture, there's nothing across the Commonwealth. We got to bounce it out to find a high pressure here over top of Pikeville, Kentucky. And on the return flow, that's why those temperatures hit 70 to 75 today. We'll do it a little better. We're seeing some clouds as well back here to the west. Those clouds are going to get in here tomorrow, and then a cold front diving into the northern Rockies will show up on top of us by the time we make our way into Wednesday night. Hour by hour future radar and satellite showing some clouds tomorrow. Nothing that is just wall to wall, but we're going to see a little cloud cover tomorrow. We're dry, and then we get into Wednesday, Bill, we start to fire up some of those scattered thunderstorms. And I think it's once we get into Wednesday evening, threat is there for some strong thunderstorms as we make the transition back into another blast of cold. We'll take a look at that here in about 15 minutes.
We'll see you then, Chris. We thank you. 3 former daycare workers are now facing abuse charges, and that facility is shut down for now as the criminal investigation continues. WKYT's Kelsey Soto spoke to one parent whose children attend the daycare about her concerns regarding the allegations. Our top story at 6:30.
That's when I was like, okay, yeah, there's something wrong. Like, my son does not do that at all.
This mother, who didn't want to be identified on camera, is sharing her story of concern about a Lexington daycare after 3 employees were criminally charged with abuse last week. Her 2 children have been attending Tots Landing on Gulfstream Drive in Lexington since July. She says recently when her father went to visit her son, he noticed he wasn't acting like himself.
The more stuff that started coming out, it started making me feel sick. And it made me fear more, like, okay, what if something really did happen to my son or my daughter, and I just didn't know about it.
Arrest records show Jalen Kavanaugh placed a 1-year-old victim at risk of serious physical injury by leaving him in the care of a subject who they had reason to believe had already abused the child. The citation says she also failed to report the suspected child abuse and deleted evidence regarding the incident. Carissa Greevy faces 2nd-degree criminal abuse and failure to report child neglect or abuse. Both women were arrested last Thursday and have since been released from jail. Lexington police tell me a 3rd person, Albertina Carter, was charged on Friday with 1st-degree criminal abuse.
From this moving forward, for my kids' protection, like, and safety, I am willing to pay any amount of money for my kid to be safe. After knowing that it's just that easy for something to happen and me not know about it.
She tells me she received a call that the daycare will not be opening for the time being, which means she's out several $100s and now has to find a new place to trust with her little ones. In Lexington, Kelsey Soto, WKYT.
Now, we tried to contact the daycare for comment. The line rang busy each time we called. Lexington police say their criminal investigation is ongoing. The arrest citation indicates the violation happened in late August. Richmond firefighters are working this evening to find out what caused a fire at a storage unit today. They were called out to the building on Ballard Drive just after 3 this afternoon. Firefighters saw smoke and flames coming from the building. Most of the fire is out now. The fire has damaged 2 to 4 units. The building itself is not believed to be a total loss. No injuries are reported. This week marks the 100th year of Fire Prevention Week across the country. The National Fire Protection Association says the goal is to teach everyone how to stay safe in case of a fire. This year's campaign is Fire Won't Wait, Plan Your Escape. The NFPA says today's homes burn faster than ever. You could have as little as 2 minutes to get out of a house that's on fire from the time a smoke alarm sounds. So they encourage everyone to make an escape plan and practice it. The community at East Jessamine High School is mourning the loss of a student. Our Samantha Valentino has talked to school officials and to some advocates today about how they're helping students deal with this tragedy.
In a Facebook post on Friday, East Jessamine High School announced that their football game, scheduled to take place that night, had been canceled. Sunday, the school shared another post, this one announcing the passing of one of their own football players, Jacoby Pittman. According to the Jessamine County coroner, Pittman was only 14.
When a healthy young person and a friend is taken, that's just incredibly shocking, I think, for young people. And it feels like the world, is out of order and kind of out of control, and things are not as they should be.
Layla Salisbury is the executive director of the Kentucky Center for Grieving Children and Families.
It's just important to keep those lines of communication open. Many kids and teens will want to talk about it, and an equal number, won't. So I think parents and caregivers can empower them to say, this is something big that's happened. I'm always here when you want to talk about it.
Salisbury says that when a child is grieving, there are certain warning signs that a parent or caregiver should watch for.
Looking for, again, changes in behaviors, especially as it may involve drinking or drug use, even seatbelt wearing. When you lose somebody and you're a teenager, suddenly you think, everyone could die. Why should I wear my seatbelt? Just watching for those kind of changes in decision making.
Salisbury says it's important to remember that everyone grieves differently. In Jessamine County, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
And Jessamine County School District officials told WKYT they are making counselors available to students in various schools within the district to help them through this difficult time. Today marks 10 months since a deadly storm system moved through western Kentucky. That system spawned 2 tornadoes. One tore right through Mayfield, Kentucky. Right now, the city's long-term recovery group is talking about temporary housing with the Mayfield City Council. Some homes and businesses in the city limits have been rebuilt in Mayfield now. Last month, demolition started on the historic Courthouse Square, and this week crews are tearing down the courthouse, the Fire Station 1, and the American Legion building. Plans to rebuild the courthouse have not been finalized yet. City leaders say they have a timeline of up to 3 years before it's rebuilt. More tickets were released for a Kentucky Rising concert. That concert will be tomorrow night. 3 country music stars, all Eastern Kentucky natives, will take the stage to raise money for flood victims. Chris Stapleton, Dwight Yoakam, and Tyler Childers will be performing at Rupp Arena. 100% of the proceeds will go to flood relief and recovery. The newly released tickets can be purchased on rupparena.com. If you don't have tickets, though, the event will be live streamed. An antler alert is in effect for the state of Kentucky. That alert warns drivers to be cautious of deer crossing the road. They say the final 3 months of the year is when they say that more crashes involve wildlife take place. According to the state, 1 in every 88 crashes in the Commonwealth is caused by deer.
With the male deer, they're going to start this rut behavior, so fighting with other males, and then the breeding behavior, so breeding with the females. And in order to do this, they have to go outside of what's normally their home range and their little tight-knit bachelor groups.
Transportation leaders say you should always wear a seatbelt and keep your headlights on bright at night unless a car is approaching. COVID cases in the Commonwealth are declining, but one region of the state isn't seeing that same trend. We first showed you this map on Friday. You can see more than half of the state is in the green now. Only 8 counties are in the red, and all of those are in eastern Kentucky. WKYT's Phil Pendleton talked with health leaders in Rockcastle County who say they are still encouraging people to get the new booster.
A year ago, Rockcastle County was in the red as far as COVID-19 cases. Now it's in the green. A year ago, in fact, Rockcastle was in the top 10 of infections. Now things are looking a lot better. Infections are way down. There aren't as many people being admitted to the hospital. And there is also, of course, that new booster that people can take to ward off the variants.
There are currently no COVID-19 patients being treated at Rockcastle Regional Hospital. Occasionally, several come into the ER complaining of symptoms, but on a day-to-day basis, few will test positive. Infections are down throughout the county. Health leaders saying they are seeing less than 50 cases a week. It comes as there is a new booster available to help fight off the variants.
We're offering vaccine every week here in our clinics, and the numbers are good as far as the people that are taking that.
I would encourage the booster. Just from working in the hospital setting and seeing the folks that have had significant complications from COVID, they tend to be unvaccinated.
Health leaders say that the flu season could be bad this year. They say that when you go to get your flu shot, you can also get your COVID booster shot during the same appointment. In Rockcastle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
A Magoffin County newspaper is offering a reward for any evidence of vote buying. The Salyersville Independent posted that offer on its website. Anyone with recordings of someone buying a vote can get $3,000. The paper says you can submit evidence by email, mail, or in person. They also say your name will not be published. You still have time to register to vote. The deadline is tomorrow, October 11th. And if you meet certain criteria, you can request a mail-in absentee ballot. The deadline to request an absentee ballot is October 25th. For military members, though, the deadline is November 1st. Early in-person voting begins on Thursday, November 3rd, and will run through Saturday, November 5th. A 5th grader was just welcomed by Lexington's fire department. We'll have some details on that after a quick break.
Download View It to watch WKYT News on your schedule. Watch WKYT News at 10 on the CW Lexington.
Carry on my wayward son.
This is a story of how Dad met Mom.
Come on, rookie.
And how that put them on a mission to save the world.
It's a normal night for you? I
need to uncover the truth about my parents.
Clearly, I can't talk you out of this. You're like a dog with a bone.
And coffee.
Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store's Flash Sale. Save up to $1,000 off your entire purchase. That's right. The more you buy, the more you save. Save $1,000 on this leather sofa. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
Other heating and cooling contractors in our area will add plumbing, electrical, and insulation. Here at Comfort Master, we concentrate on one thing, your heating and cooling.
Trust Comfort Master, where your comfort is our job.
Holy mackerel!
Play the Kentucky Lottery online, anywhere, anytime.
Recovery is redemption. It redeemed me from a life of pain, darkness, and complete oblivion. My recovery journey has given me the strength to face life head on, restored from fear, because the chains of my addiction have been broken. Addiction is part of my past, and my past has been redeemed. It's worth the risk. Visit landmarkrecovery.com or call 866-LANDMARK today.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, and I'm an alcoholic.
How many men at this meeting have you slept with?
This is a sacred space dedicated to recovery and healing. 6.
Couldn't imagine life without getting loaded. I have something even better. I have dignity.
Mom. Weeknights at 11 on the CW Lexington.
For 4 days only at Ashley Home Store's flash sale. Save up to $1,000 off your purchase or get 0% interest for 6 years. Get this 5-piece dining set now only $19 per month. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back. The Lexington Fire Department just welcomed a new member to its staff, a 5th grader who is now the junior fire chief. Reese Tumlinson was honored this morning with a pinning ceremony as the next Lexington junior fire chief. This year's theme was Fire Won't Wait, Plan Your Escape. So this Mill Creek Elementary student mapped out her house and devised several detailed fire escape plans for her family. Firefighters say her essay and fire escape poster stood out among the 75 contestants.
I was shocked, and I didn't think it was going to be me. I thought it would be somebody else, but I was proud of myself when they said my name.
Over a 4-day period, Reese will have lunch with the chiefs, tour a business, meet the mayor, and of course, firefighters will take her out to get some free ice cream. Congratulations. Lexington's Division of Environmental Services wants you to go see some trees. The Go See Trees Fall Challenge is a tree-centric scavenger hunt in honor of Tree Week. For the challenge, the city has chosen 16 different parks and trees to search for. In order to take part, just go online and print out a Go See Trees Fall Challenge passport. You can answer the questions from the trees and record the answers in your passport. The challenge will run now through November 7th. You can email in your passport to be entered for a prize.
Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are enjoying your weather day out there. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood here across the Bluegrass State. It's been one heck of a fall in terms of the weather. We are drier than normal and we are colder than normal. Both of those kind of go against what we've seen in recent years where it's been extremely wet and a little warmer than normal. That's not the case this year. Live view from our Morehead State University cam, but I decided to take a little look out across the downtown area and look at the fall colors that are beginning to show off here, and that's just going to really explode here over the next several days. Those fall colors coming on the heels of what has been that colder than normal start to fall, and the cold weather this weekend. We tied a record low yesterday in Lexington. Essentially, folks, what we're looking at right now is our coldest start to fall since 2022 years ago. 2000, we were right about where we've been over the past couple of days. 9 different sky cams across the land, everybody with a bit of a blue sky. Radar picture, there is nothing across the entire region, and that's going to stay on the dry side through much of tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, we start changing it up a little bit. We'll get into that in a moment. High pressure, glorious high pressure across the southern Appalachian Mountains. To the northwest of us, we've got a cold front. That's a front that gets in here Wednesday night. Ahead of this, it's windy, it's mild tomorrow. Clouds and winds will both increase. We're into the 70s for that afternoon temperature. Now, to go from the 70s to go to what is likely to be another frost and freeze by Thursday night, something may give, and that may be in the form of some strong thunderstorms with a local severe weather threat Wednesday evening. Storm Prediction Center with a marginal risk. That's a low-end threat for severe thunderstorms Wednesday evening. Hour-by-hour forecast we go through tonight. We're not quite as cold in most areas, 40 to 45. You get out in the open countryside, down in the hollers, we're going to be talking about those temperatures that are into the mid and upper 30s. So another frost in the low-lying cold spots. Tomorrow, though, it's beautiful. 70s on a gusty wind. We'll have a little more cloud cover tomorrow, dotting your skyline. Then here comes more cloud action for Wednesday. Scattered thunderstorms are possible. It's not all-day stuff. We can reach deep into the mid and upper 70s with some of those scattered storms. And then by Wednesday evening, maybe a line of some strong or local severe thunderstorms racing in with gusty winds, and then the air that comes in behind that will be much, much colder later Thursday and into Friday. 58 degrees on Friday. That is a chill that's in the air. We'll start things out upper 20s and low 30s yet again before the second front on the 7-day bill shows up around here Sunday and into Monday. And again, we'll knock those numbers right back down. But we are in the middle of what is the coldest start to fall since 2000. So 22 years ago, my man.
But are you saying real rain?
Real rain, as opposed to the fake stuff.
Dude, it is dry out.
It is.
All right, we have a guest speaker. Coming up, the football Cats need to do what they need to do to bounce back. Dave Baker has the Sports Buzz next.
Stream WKYT for free now.
As we head into all-wheel drive season, it's good to know Toyota has more all-wheel drive vehicles than anybody.
But what a lot of people probably don't know is that one of those vehicles is Toyota Camry. With all-wheel drive, rain, snow, and mud are no problem.
No wonder it's the best-selling car, built right here in the USA.
You can also get one with an electrified hybrid powertrain.
Now during Toyota's fall saving season, you can save thousands in fuel costs on an electrified Camry hybrid.
With Toyota Care 2-year no-cost maintenance included.
Toyota. Let's go places.
I still think I could sell the car myself. This is going to take all day. And I have big plans. Brunch. Bubble bath.
At WeBuyAnyCar.com, selling your vehicle is always fast and fair.
And a nice pedicure.
All done.
Don't trade in or sell by yourself. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com now for a free online valuation. Get in, get out, get paid.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Let's be real. Who has the time to clean an hour or two a week? Not us. But a few minutes here or there?
Totally doable.
So we started Swiffering. It's a fast and easy way to clean without the whole production.
For our floors, Sweeper's heavy-duty cloths trap and lock dirt, dust, and hair without moving furniture. So simple.
And dusters easily get into hard-to-reach places without climbing a stepladder. They trap and lock dust in one swipe. Done.
We stopped cleaning and started Swiffering.
Carry on my wayward son.
This is a story of how Dad met Mom.
Come on, rookie.
And how that put them on a mission to save the world.
It's a normal night for you?
I need to uncover the truth about my parents.
Clearly, I can't talk you out of this. You're like a dog with a bone.
And coffee?
Well, after Saturday night showing, you have no choice. You have to look ahead.
Well,
right?
you got to, but I mean, you're looking at a train coming right at you. I mean,
yeah.
Mississippi State has played much better than expectations, and you still don't know if this guy's going to be around or not. Mark Stoops didn't have an update on Will Levis, only that the Kentucky quarterback remains day to day with that foot injury. The positive way to look at it, Stoops didn't rule him out for Saturday's game against Mississippi State. In Levis's absence, Kaya Sharon stepped in and completed 15 of 27 passes for 178 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Somerset native played behind the chains after being sacked 6 times.
He made some poor decision on where his eyes were that led to bad plays, that led to sacks. And, you know, we've talked about that with Will. I mean, it's going to happen at times. It's not always all on the O-line or protection and things of that nature. But again, the inconsistency, the breakdown, a breakdown here, a breakdown there, and you can't put it on any one person. We just, as a group, didn't play very good around him.
Despite that, expect Sharon to get another shot if quarterback Levis is unable to go this week against the Bulldogs. Well, of course, we know that each week's games are won and lost on the foot of the kicker, right? And it just so happens that the Bengals were on the wrong end of that Sunday night. Ravens kicker Justin Tucker, who's about the best the NFL has ever seen, booted a 43-yarder as time expired to give Baltimore a 19-17 win. The loss dropping Cincinnati below 500 and 0-2 in the division.
Tough loss. It's frustrating, but there's still a lot of football to be played, so we're not going to panic. Obviously, 0-2 in the division is not ideal, but like I said, a lot of football to be played. Still going on a run here before the bye, and still got everything in front of us.
Bengals visit New Orleans on Sunday, where they will try to bounce back. Several familiar names teeing it up today in Lexington for the Greenbrier Open. This is a first-time championship stroke play tournament for professional and amateurs. And Lexington native Josh Teeter only had one bogey in his round, and we were there to get it. I'm sure he appreciates that. Several others from the Korn Ferry Tour who played in a Barbasol Classic in the field as the winner, taking home $10,000 in prize money. And you look at that leaderboard, and that is Teeter with a 468, 2 strokes better than Andrew Strother. Former EKU pitcher Matt Harris and former PGA pro Grover Justice tie for third in a 5-way tie for fourth. And boy, things are rocking and rolling for the UK men. Over at the Bell last night, number 3 Kentucky hosting the Eagles of Georgia Southern. 12th minute, Ben Damgee, the junior forward. Assist from Enzo Maurice, one of 3 goals on the night for Damgee. Cats would cruise to a 6-0 Sun Belt Conference win. They remain unbeaten. Damgee gets the Wildcats' first hat trick since 2013. Next up, a top 25 matchup Wednesday night at the Bell against number 16 Dayton. Bill, UK is one of just 3 unbeaten teams left this season. The Wildcats, they are ranked they're ranked 3rd in the country. They play number 16 Dayton again, as we said, on Wednesday night.
A good place to be.
Absolutely. Playing great.
Right. Yeah, Buzz, thank you.
All right, buddy.
And ahead tonight on the CW Lexington, an hour of the neighborhood is next at 8, Family Law at 9, Coroner. And we'll have a full hour of WKYT News at 10. Hope you join us over on WKYT at 8, The Equalizer at 9, East New York at 10, NCIS Los Angeles, and the latest on WKYT News at 11.
As millions flock to the metaverse, many are experiencing unnecessary pain and suffering. Injured? Just dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America, and now the universe's largest injury law firm.
As we head into all-wheel drive season, it's good to know Toyota has more all-wheel drive vehicles than anybody.
But what a lot of people probably don't know is that one of those vehicles is Toyota Camry. With all-wheel drive, rain, snow, and mud are no problem.
No wonder it's the best-selling car, built right here in the USA.
You can also get one with an electrified hybrid powertrain.
Now during Toyota's fall savings season, you can save thousands in fuel costs on an electrified Camry hybrid.
With Toyota Care 2-year no-cost maintenance included.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Red Mile Gaming and Racing has over 900 red-hot ways to win, with fan-favorite games like Ultimate Firelink and Phoenix Jing. Win big in the $80,000 Harvest the Horsepower drawing Saturdays October 1st and November 5th from 4 p.m. to midnight. A brand new 2022 Paul Miller Ford vehicle could be all yours. Earn entries now through November 5th by playing with your Winner's Circle card. Big jackpots, big prizes, big fun. Visit redmileky.com for details.
Closed captioning on WKYT is brought to you by Cumberland Valley National Bank. Bank better.
It's Morehead State. You know, you can turn that camera just a little bit and you see more color. That's the way it is right now.
Yeah,
you know?
And that view, by the way, in the wintertime still, on those mountains right there just across from the city, when you look at like a little light snowfall, you can see a lot of trees that are still down from the May 1995 little weak tornado that hit Morehead. You remember that early in the morning, hit Jessamine County over here?
Almost 28 years ago.
Yeah. And you could still see the trees down. 7-day forecast around here. Sorry, folks, I nerded out on you. 70s tomorrow. Enjoy it.
I covered that in Jessamine County. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for being with us.
Do you suffer from knee pain? Ever been diagnosed with osteoarthritis or worried about the risks involved with knee surgery?
It hurt all the time, like the nerves were rubbing against each other.
I was at the point of either replace my knees because I'm tired of this pain.
Get the relief you need without surgery. We're Arthritis Knee Pain Centers, the premier leaders in non-surgical knee pain treatments. Instead of surgically replacing your knees, our state-of-the-art procedures replenish the depleted natural cushioning in your joints with an FDA-approved shock-absorbing gel, without surgery and without downtime.
After the first injection, I knew it was going to work.
We've successfully treated thousands of patients. Medicare and most private insurance cover this procedure.
Full motion, no pain, walking, everything just back normal like it used to be.
Now with locations in Lexington, call 1-800-829-5680 for a free no-obligation knee pain assessment or go to arthritis-kneepain.com.